Hey everyone, this is the Gen 3 Hunter here, back again with another video, and today you join me in Pokemon Colosseum for yet another Shadow Shiny Pokemon hunt, where today I'll be going after Shiny Shadow Scizor. Now guys, for those who aren't aware, this area in Fenac City is only accessible by scanning in certain e-reader cards, and once you scan in all the cards, you get access to 3 different trainers. One has a Shadow Togepi, I think, one has Shadow Mareep, and the one we'll be battling today is our target, our Shiny Scizor, which will be really exciting. I think those cards are actually quite difficult to obtain these days, and to make it even worse, those are Japanese exclusives, so if you have a US copy of this game, or a PAL version, you can't legitimately access this special event, which is quite disappointing. So, to get around this limitation so I can hunt on my English copies, I had the generous help from one of the members of our community, Jesse, or Mr. Alpha. I'll ping his channel. He actually gave me his Japanese file around 2 years ago. It's been in my queue for almost 2 years, and I was able to convert it to an English file via GameCube converter, which was really helpful. So Jesse, if you're listening, thank you so much for your help. I know this is 2 years in the making, but I appreciate your help nevertheless. To add some style and my own personal touch, because this is Jesse's file, to add my own special element, I imported my red Gyarados that I EV trained and evolved for my Safari Zone Magikarp. And actually, funny enough, if you go back and watch that video, I make an allusion to needing a strong water-type Pokemon. So this is the hunt that I'll be using the red Gyarados for. The reason we need a strong water-type is because we need to knock out both the Murkrow and Claydol with one shot to make it an optimal reset. And neither, unfortunately, can take damage from Earthquake. So Surf is much better. It's actually pretty tough to knock out with just any plain old Surfer. I did have to do some EV investment, and my red Gyarados is holding the Mystic Water. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it compared to other shiny hunts I've done of late. This is going to be a joy. These resets are honestly quite quick. There's one hunt that I wouldn't mind going over odds. It would be this one because the resets are so quick. The only thing that's kind of scary about this hunt in particular is the fact that its stats and nature do not change from reset to reset. They are locked. It's a locked number. All of its stats, all of the natures are always the same. I can't remember what the locked nature is for Scizor, but it's never changing. Normally, this is a huge red flag in Colosseum shiny hunting. If you catch a Shadow Pokemon and its stats aren't changing, it probably means you battled the trainer before, and therefore it can never be shiny for you. However, for these 3 specific Pokemon, the Mareep, the Togepi, and the Scizor, it's an oversight, I guess. They lock the stats. I think they all have 0 IVs. You just have to have faith and trust the process. The file you're hunting on is good. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this introduction. I will catch you when Scizor hopefully decides to shine. Thank you. Oh, shiny Scizor! No way! Are you kidding me? Oh, I saw that right away. I was looking directly on that, on the only Japanese copy. Look at that shiny Scizor. Now, luckily, unlike other games, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a quick cut so I can throw this onto one screen, guys. I'll be right back, and I'll be able to make this happen better. Alrighty, guys, as usual, let's make this really quick. Still always very nervous. I can't believe we found shiny Scizor this quickly. That is insane. You know, honestly, if there was one Colosseum hunt that I would be okay with going really over odds, it probably would have been this one. But that is crazy. Shiny Shadow Scizor really quickly, luckily. There's always that nervousness of the GameCube crashing. I don't really have problems with this one, so I'm not as nervous. This is on my cool spiced orange copy. And also, you can see I'm not scaling up the image. It looks a little bit more pixelated because I don't have this going through my M Classic. So let's save real quick. I hope I'm saving. Japanese. We are saving. Shiny Shadow Scizor, guys. That is so crazy. Let's look at it real quick. Let's I can't believe it. The year of the shiny continues. I don't understand what is happening. I didn't even edit my Mewtwo/Mew video yet. And we find shiny Shadow Scizor. You know, guys, I really should be in the moment, but to be totally honest, I'm a little nervous about my next hunt. But you know what? I'm not even getting into this video. Shiny Shadow Scizor. I'm gonna make a quick cut, and we will cut when I'm calmer and when we can showcase this formally. So I'll make a quick cut, and I will see you guys then. All right, guys, it's the next day. I still am in shock. Shiny Shadow Scizor. I can't believe how fast we got this. What a dream shiny. Obviously not the hardest hunt in the world, again, compared to the Rilgum Tower shinies, but the fact I have had this on my bucket list for the longest time, this shiny, and here we go. It is gorgeous in these games, and we're going to see it right now in front of this old man here. I can't believe we got it under 2,000. You know, it's really, really incredible. But here it is. First of all, love the profile picture. Love that golden color. Its sprite in these games is spectacular. Now let's see some of its moves here. Or I guess just one, the Shadow Rush. So as we do, I'm probably going to clap this guy. He probably is not going to know what's coming because the Scizor is level 50, which is actually really high. It's up there with Metagross and Tyranitar. I think it's some of the highest level Shadow Pokemon you can find. I should have looked up what this nature is, and of course we just fell asleep. That's pretty cool. But we'll just go ahead and purify it. Like I said, the stats and the nature are locked, which is disappointing, but I'm going off of Sonic's video. I think they have beneficial natures, which is pretty nice that Game Freak, or whoever developed this game, made that decision. The only unfortunate thing is that its IVs are no good, so that's the unfortunate thing. But anyway, guys, I'll make a cut. We'll throw this over to the Relic Stone, and we'll see what Shadow Scizor looks purified, so I'll be right back. Alright, guys, at the Relic Stone, as we always do, let's purify our Scizor. I'm pretty sure this is the Time Flute, if I compared the characters correctly. And yeah, here it is. Here's the purification. And there we go. That animation breaking the shadow looks so cool. I'll never get that'll never get old. Our purified shiny Scizor. You know, it's pretty funny. This event, right, is a Japanese exclusive, and I found it on the only Japanese copy I was hunting. So all of that conversion was really unnecessary. So, all right, guys, I'll make one final cut in the GameCube, and we will go throw the normal Scizor into battle now. And lastly, guys, to wrap it up in Colosseum, let's throw out our purified Scizor into battle here against this trainer. You know, I beat this trainer on my Master Colosseum file, and I really like face showcasing because it's so close to the PC, so it's nice to face this trainer again in this file. But here we go. Normal Scizor. what a pleasure it is to have this shiny hunt done. It looks great with those sparkles and that golden color. Unfortunately, as we're going to see, it does not retain the golden color in main series, and I actually don't care too much for its main series shiny sprite, but what can you do? At least we have the ability to trade it over to Colosseum. So there we go. Look at that. That is that is an awesome animation right there. I think that was Metal Claw. Bullet Punch isn't in this generation. I'm pretty sure that was Metal Claw. All right, guys. I'm going to make one final cut. We'll throw it over to my Master Fire Red, and we'll showcase this against the normal Scizor. So I'll make one final cut, and I'll be right back. And lastly, guys, in our Master Fire Red, let's take a look at Shiny Scizor, the former Shadow. First of all, just got to come to this box. Absolutely love looking through this. It never gets old. There's our Shiny Scizor. And unfortunately, I don't really care for a shiny too much in these games. It has this green color, and I think... let's go outside first. I think when you compare what Shiny Scizor looks like, it probably is the logical coloration of when you evolve Scizor. Can you imagine the bizarre world where this is the Shiny Scizor? I love this red color, and actually, it's a rare instance where I much prefer the regular Scizor to the Shiny Scizor. But anyway, guys, there we go. What is that, our 10th Shadow Shiny, or maybe it's our 11th? I probably could count the Pokemon in that box and give you a number. Shiny Shadow Scizor, done. Incredible. A Pokemon I never really thought I would have. I didn't even consider having it. And there's the back sprite. Again, I think I prefer normal Scizor. Let's just throw normal Scizor out. But a Pokemon I only thought I would get, like that looks a lot better to me. A Pokemon I only thought I would get by evolving a Scizor. So the fact that we were able to get this in Colosseum, again, thank you so much, Jesse, if you're listening, for this Scizor. Two other things I wanted to mention. So, regarding the IVs, I checked. It has 0 IVs in all of its stats. So I wasn't kidding about that. Unfortunately, it is not great. The other thing that's quite interesting is this Pokemon is showing up as illegal. It's flagged, so you can't transfer it up, I don't think, which is kind of interesting because as far as the game knows, this was a legal way of obtaining the Scizor because it was in the Japanese game. It's funny, I actually just recorded my Mew conclusion right before this, and it's funny that both of those shinies were Japanese exclusives. Like, Game Freak, you should have released all these events to all of us to enjoy. To do these exploits isn't as fun. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much. Next up is the dreaded, the scary Shadow Hitmontop, which I honestly think is going to be my hardest hunt I've ever done, even when compared to roamers. The setup for that is so challenging, and I don't even know if I can multi-system hunt it with one controller. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So that's going to be next. But as always, guys, I appreciate everything, and I will catch you in the next video. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you then.